Hey, Cowboys fans. We've got some big news coming in today, and honestly, it's the first one today that hit me right in the feels. Perrion Winfrey, the dude we didn't even expect to see on the final roster, just got put on injured reserve. Man, that stings. The 25-year-old big dude, 6'4", 290 pounds, had a hell of a training camp, got his mojo back after a strong UFL season, and looked ready to ball out. And now boom, back pain on August 31st, and he's done out for at least 4 weeks. To be honest with you, I'm torn because I remember the story Brian Schottenheimer told. Winfrey came in thinking he was going to get cut, kind of walked into the room with his head down, and the coach hit him with the surprise, "You made the team." Man, it was emotional, not just for him, but for everyone in the room. Even McLeeley teared up. That's rare, bro. We cheer, we yell, we get hyped, but deep down we just want to see guys who love this game. And Winfrey showed that, but football is a cruel business. Today you're on top. Tomorrow you're fighting your own body. And for Dallas, his absence is a big deal. Against the Eagles, our defense gave up 158 rushing yards. That's not a small number. That interior line needs some weight, some rotation. And that's the thing. Is this the chance Maisie Smith needs? The 2023 rookie was inactive for that game, but with this injury, he might get a shot. The fans are buzzing about it. In the group chats, people are saying it's just bad luck, while others bring up Winfrey's rocky past. Because let's be real, he's had off-field issues, serious trouble, even got cut from the Browns because of it. But then you've got people saying, come on, let the guy start over. Give some love to a dude who's trying to turn his life around. And I'm in the middle, rooting for his recovery and wondering what the front office is going to do. Exclusive scoop here. This situation opens a door for some moves. Dallas already went after Kenny Clark, who's a Pro Bowler, but he's not the only answer. Maybe it's time to cycle in more players to give the young guys a chance to prove they can handle the pressure. It's now or never for some guys on that rotation. And there's more. If Winfrey can't come back within the 21-day window when he's cleared to practice, it could be the end of the line, trade, or cut. Can you imagine the weight of that decision? For a guy who cried tears of joy just for making the team, it's heartbreaking. But hold on. The next bombshell is even more intriguing. It involves the offense, new blood, and a certain running back the fans want to see explode on the field. All right, now the drama's on offense. Jaden Blue, the rookie from Texas, 5th-round pick in 2025, was a healthy scratch against the Eagles. Yep, in uniform just to watch. That had Cowboys Nation livid, because everyone expected to see the 21-year-old light it up in his debut. And then Schottenheimer came out and explained why he was straight up. The guy's got talent, but he needs to show consistency. And that's where it gets dicey, because in the NFL, it's not enough to be promising. You got to prove it every single day. The coach even used that tired old line, compete every day, but what he really meant was, if you slack off in practice, you lose your spot. And the truth is, Blue just hasn't convinced him yet. To be honest with you, I thought it was weird, because against the Eagles, Javonte Williams did his job, had 2 runs for TDs and looked solid. Sanders also showed up, had a 49-yard run, but he coughed up the ball. Bad fumble. It was the perfect chance for Blue to get some confidence and some snaps, but nope. He was watching from the sidelines. The fans went off. In Cowboys Nation groups all over the US, people were like, if Sanders screws up that bad, why not give the rookie a shot? Others defended Shotty, saying he's right to demand discipline, because we've seen too many rookies get fast-tracked and disappear just as fast. I'm in the middle. The kid definitely needs to put in the work, but you can't waste fresh talent either. And listen up, you only get this analysis here. There's more going on behind the scenes. The fact that Phil Maffa, another rookie RB, is on injured reserve, opens up a spot on the depth chart. And Sanders, love him or hate him, is on his 3rd team in 4 seasons, not exactly a beacon of reliability, which means the door is wide open for Blue. The question is, will he walk through it? Schottenheimer said he's been talking to the kid, giving him tough feedback. He even said his time will come, but only with consistency. Translation for a real fan: if you don't stay focused, you'll be riding the pine. The NFL is brutal, man. And I'm telling you, Sunday against the Giants, who are also 0-1, would be the perfect scenario. Home game, the crowd wants new blood. The energy at AT&T Stadium would be insane. A young, fast running back with that aggressive running style could light up the building. But Shotty didn't guarantee anything. He left it up in the air like it's up to him. And that's the dilemma. If Blue comes in and delivers, the pressure lands on Sanders. If he doesn't, the fans are going to get even more pissed. Honestly, I want to see this kid on the field like now, because a promise just sitting on a shelf doesn't win games. Now hold on tight, because the next one is on the other side of the ball, and there's a hot name popping up as a possible reinforcement for the defense, someone who could shake up the pass rush rotation. Now let's flip to the defense, because things are getting heated behind the scenes. There's serious talk that the Cowboys might go after a Shane Smees, that edge rusher who played for the Giants and Patriots and is now a free agent. Man, it makes so much sense, and I'll tell you why. First, the price. The guy's looking for a little over $1 million a year for our cap, which is already tight. That's like spare change. And here's the key point. It's a hell of a deal. He's not a superstar, but he could add some much-needed depth to a position that's lost some key pieces recently. And if there's one thing Schottenheimer has been preaching, it's that games are won in the trenches. To be honest with you, I see Smees as that quiet pickup. He's not a flashy stat guy, but he knows how to rotate, he knows how to play his role. With the Giants, he already showed he can line up in different formations, be a pass rusher on third downs, or even help out against the run game. He's not a genius, but he's useful. And on top of that, Matt Everfull, our defensive coordinator, has a history of getting the most out of guys most people call second stringers. He values tactical discipline, that do what I tell you and don't get cute mentality. Smees fits that profile perfectly. No superstar ego, just hard work. Now, of course, you can't ignore the weak spot, his health. The guy's coming off a season full of injuries, didn't get a lot of playing time. That's a concern, because we've seen promising players have their careers derailed by not staying healthy. But on a short, cheap contract, the risk is calculated. If he doesn't work out, you cut him, no big deal. If he does, we found a piece that can hold down the fort without breaking the bank. The fans are buzzing about it. In the nation's group chat, some people think it's a waste of time. Why not go after a bigger name? Others who are more realistic are saying, at that price and with that need, it's worth the risk. I'm in that second group. Because listen, if we want to be real contenders, we need a reliable rotation. We can't have just 2 or 3 guys carrying the entire pass rush. And I'm going to drop an exclusive detail. That locker room needs some maturity. The defensive group has been rebuilt, a lot of young guys learning. Smees might not be a veteran star, but he brings quiet leadership. He's the kind of behind-the-scenes guy who helps keep the vibe right. That's a big deal. Now picture this. The Cowboys bring in Smees, shore up the line, and give our starters more gas. The defense gets stronger. The offense can breathe easier. It seems like a small move, but it could be key. But hold on, because the next topic is going to get the nation even more fired up. It's about our #1 receiver, who's been taking some heavy criticism, and the unexpected defense from one of the franchise's big shots. Now let's go back to the offense, because this one really hit home for the fans. CeeDee Lamb, our #1 wide receiver, got slammed with heavy criticism after the loss to the Eagles. And he had 7 catches for 110 yards, an average of almost 16 per play, but the drops were killers. And honestly, when the game is on the line and every detail matters, you can't drop the ball. To be real with you, I was frustrated in the moment because we know about Lamb's insane talent. He's a born playmaker, one of those guys who can change a game in a single play. But against the Eagles, when we needed him most, the ball slipped away and the fans didn't let up. They went after him on social media in groups everywhere. People were saying he lacks mental toughness, that he can't be a star only when things are easy. But then something interesting happened. Stephen Jones, the boss man, stepped up and defended the guy. He said he expects way more wins than losses from City, that he's 100% behind him, and even praised Lamb for going out alone the day after the loss to train with the jugs machine. That shows character, shows he wants to be great, and honestly, that hit me. And Lamb himself didn't duck the heat either. He owned it. He said loud and clear, "I was terrible. It's my fault. I have to catch those balls." That's a rare kind of attitude, because we've seen a lot of players blame the quarterback, the scheme, everything else, not him. He put his face out there. For a true fan, that's everything. And look, here's the exclusive analysis you only get from me. This moment could be a turning point, because sometimes talent needs a reality check. Lamb knows he's the guy, but now he also knows he has to be clutch in the biggest moments. That could turn a bitter loss into fuel for the entire season. The social proof is there. In the groups, people are already divided. Some are tearing him down, calling him soft. Others are defending him. reminding everyone that even legends like Des Bryant had bad nights. I'm in the middle, but I'm leaning toward trusting him. 'Cause let's be real, if there's one player who can turn a game around by himself, it's him. And Schottenheimer even had a word. He said, "Don't worry about City, this guy's going to shine way more than he fails." Total support from the coaching staff that creates an environment for a comeback. Imagine Sunday against the Giants. Sold-out stadium, maximum pressure. Lamb silencing the critics with a game-winning catch. That's the kind of story that could define the season. Now put everything we've talked about today together and think about it. It feels like a turning point, whether it's on defense, offense, or with the team's morale as a whole. Ah man, after all that, you can't help but feel your heart racing. It's Winfrey fighting his way back from injury, Blue trying to prove he deserves a shot, Samice showing up as a strategic piece, and Lamb carrying the weight of being a star. It's all connected, and every single detail could change the course of the season. And I'll say this without a doubt. This team is on a knife's edge, but it's also at the perfect spot to shock the league. Comment below what you think.